Alright guys, so what we're going to be talking about today is creating pace with depression. And by creating pace with depression, I kind of mean not letting depression catch up to you, and when you're feeling really good, not rushing into doing everything that you have on this list in your mind that you want done, because depression is just going to creep right back in. If any of you have depression like I do, you definitely understand that it can knock you down pretty hard. And depression definitely likes to keep you sedentary, but life moves so quickly. And one of the biggest struggles I have with depression is just that, is that life moves way too fast and I feel like I'm drowning. I find it really hard to do even simple tasks like daily chores, work, appointments that I have that need to get done, and just everything. Depression has me waking up at noon and going back to bed at 3 p.m. for a nap, and it definitely can mess you up. Depression is a mental illness, like I said, that loves balance. If you're feeling good one day, don't rush and do everything and use all of your energy. You will regret it. It's not anything, you know, too complex to understand. You only have so much energy, and depression's already depleting that for you. So you don't want to use it when you have it. And set a pace. Don't let depression catch back up with you. I find balance by not letting chores be a job. I used to think that if I did all of the chores that I had on this list and got them all done, that I would have all of this free time and I wouldn't have to do anything else, which is just completely wrong state of mind, because chores never end. I have learned to make chores a small part of my life. So if I'm cooking, I'm meal prepping, I'm making a meal, multiple meals, nothing extravagant, nothing like chicken marsala or some crazy dish out there. I'm making something as simple as, lemon pepper chicken, which I've made sprinkled out of a seasoning. I'm making macaroni and cheese, and I'm making a vegetable, and I'm not doing anything super crazy. But it's multiple small meals you have throughout the week, so you don't have to worry about what you're eating and when you're eating it. And another thing I do is with dishes, if I'm waiting for water to boil while I'm cooking, I'm putting some dishes away or putting some dishes in the dishwasher. And if I'm like making my coffee in the morning, maybe I'll put a couple of dishes away. I do a lot of putting dishes away because I do a lot of not putting the dishes away when I'm doing the dishes. I'll end up stacking them up on the counter and putting them all away a little bit later, so that way I can at least get the dirty dishes out of the sink. And as far as cleaning goes, don't focus on cleaning everything all at once. Focus on, in particular, a room that you find comfort in. It's probably the dirtiest room that you have in the house, because you're spending the most time eating and drinking and doing things in that room. But it's also going to give you comfort back, so that way when your depression's creeping in on you, you can take a few minutes to relax in that space, to catch back up, to be able to do the things that you need to do. And laundry, you guys tell me, because laundry is the bane of my existence. I find myself always having laundry that's piled up that needs to be washed, and laundry that's always piled up that needs to be put away. I'm a big component of washing things and letting them sit after that. So I usually have baskets upon baskets of clean laundry sitting around. But I find balance also in my life by not letting work be my life. Yeah, they say work, you find a career, you love it a whole lot, but it does not have to control your life. When you come home, turn off work. I know, it sounds impossible, but you gotta turn it off. And the simplest way for you to turn it off is going to be to counter all of that rush with some relaxation. So the first thing you want to do when you come home is you want to, if it's an early day, maybe take a little nap before you do something for yourself. Maybe take a shower, maybe read a book, maybe meditate a little bit. Do something to clear your head, because all of that built up energy and momentum is just still going to continue to go, and you kind of just have to reel it back in. And you have to remember, you've worked. So don't go right back into working by doing chores. Do something for yourself. Yeah, eventually you're going to have to catch up on work. Eventually you're going to have to catch up on the chores. But you need some rest before you do it. You can't just roll right into it. And I also find balance in my life by if I have to make any appointments where I have to be somewhere at a particular time, I try to do them really early in the day. I know it's like this really ideal thing to be like well dressed, showered, drank your coffee, ate your breakfast, you're feeling really good, and showing up at that appointment looking like $1,000,000. I mean, no offense, but that doesn't happen for me, so I'm sure that's not happening for you. I'm sure you spend a lot of that time worrying about that appointment, worrying about what's going to happen when you get there, worrying about if you're going to get there on time, worrying about who you're going to talk to and what you're going to have to say when you get there. Make them earlier in the day, so that way you don't have to worry about all of those things for the entire day. If I have a 3 p.m. appointment, I've wasted my entire day worrying about it. It's just in the back of my head because for some weird reason I think I'm going to forget. So definitely you don't have to make it the earliest appointment there is, but try to start bumping those appointments up earlier so you don't have to worry about them so much. And last but not least, and I've kind of already touched on this, do something for yourself. You are the most important person that you have in your life. So try to do something to unwind. We're always so worried about how far our depression has knocked us back. But even if you're at this point where you've gotten nothing done and there's so many things piled up, it's been that way already. It can't get any worse. So why not take a break in between some things? So your happiness is going to be the most important thing to yourself and to me. I mean, I really care if the people around me are happy. So I definitely want to see you guys taking good care of yourself. But I hope some of these suggestions helped. And I hope you don't feel so alone in your depression. And if you have any suggestions, comment them below. And I hope you like this video. Feel free to subscribe for more. Alright guys, see you next time.